Dude, I love that woman. It was my fairy godmother again. Look at this. Look at this. What is this happening right here? I don't even know right now. Just... Okay. She brought me cookie jars. She's adorable. She's clearing out her apartment. Like, she's been told that she's a hoarder. She's like, I'm not a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder. So she keeps giving me everything that she wants to throw away. She's giving me fridge magnets. She's giving me little cards with my name spelled incorrectly. She gave me this table that this camera is on right now. She's adorable. She's Oh, and something really cute happened today. I was going to the dollar store and this older gentleman was walking a couple of feet away, and he like looked down because he was trying to see where he's stepping. And I walked into the door of the dollar store and he looked so sad, you know, and I thought, geez, and he had a cane, and I thought, how's he gonna open that door? And I had my hands full of stuff, and I'm like, okay, so I stood there holding the door open for somebody real quick while I adjusted my bags. And then I like waited an extra 60 seconds for this gentleman to walk from the parking lot to the door, just so he could enter easily. And he looked at me and he's like, young lady, your future is assured. And I just stood there for a minute. I almost like literally cried. It was so nice. Like, you see me as a young lady and you're blessing my future just because I held the door open for you? Can I bake you cookies? Jeez, I'm really blessed, and shoo, fruit fly. I mean, tiny nanobot. We don't talk about nanobots though, do we? We just talk about how they don't really exist. They fly onto you, they get in there and they make wigglies. And it sucks. So yeah, let me turn that music off because I don't want YouTube to go batty. I was listening to the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is I love you, thank you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, in some order. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's from Hawaii. Whatever. Alright, so I don't know where we left off, so we're just going to start over. I'll use avocado oil this time. And for you ladies, just FY your face. Avocado oil is great for your boobs. I would use it on my boobs, but I don't want ginormous ones because in my family they all have like massive D cups, and I weigh 115 pounds, and if no, 125, and I'm 6 feet tall. So if I had ginormous titties, boobs, breasts, whatever, I would look really weird. Like weirder than I already am. Alright, anyway. Oh, and I found nose shaping exercises we're going to do together for all of you who are born with Middle Eastern Greek noses. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, my heritage. I was born in Iran, 1980, November 25th. And my great-grandmother is Russian. My great-grandfather was Italian. My grandfather was Persian and Assyrian, which is a non-existent basic civilization now, apparently. Like, it's so weird. My father or mother, one of their parent, like great-grandparents, goes all the way back to somewhere in Asia. And I know that's a big thing, like Japan and far areas of Russia, Egypt. I'm from all over the place. So I'm not a little white boy or white girl, whatever. And my aunt's in Sweden. It's so weird. And the language I speak natively isn't English. English is my fifth or sixth language. Sometimes I forget, like, whatever. The language I speak is fluently and naturally. You know, my first language is closer to Aramaic, I think they call it, which is apparently now a dead language. Whatever. I'm still speaking it. And for those of you saying in private messages that I'm some kind of Satan worshiper, juju woo woo, I'm not. I've been traumatized by people like that very often, and it's insulting to say that I am. Really. I'm a child of light, and I will gladly stand before any servant of dark and just... I'm what? You do know Sophia means wisdom, right? Anyway. I'm not getting into that whole mess. I'm not even going to feed it. I'm not going to give this Morgellons thing any power. None of it gets any... All is well in my reality. Because if a dog is barking, I am not going to go and tell it to stop barking because it's messing with my reality. My reality is mine, and if I'm experiencing something messed up in it, it means it's within me that has to be corrected. So for all of you going through your whole gobbledygook of whatever you're doing, check yourselves. Watch your words, check yourselves, and make certain that you're walking your talk, because most of the time, the people doing the greatest harm think that they're doing the greatest good. The road to hell is paved with fantastic intentions, isn't it? Off point. There's another one. Get out of my face. Anyway, let's raise our frequency and vibration so that those little monsters can't get near us. So we were doing this, right? Ooh, here. Such a dork. So, do you guys want to chat while we're doing this? Oh, right, you're supposed to have oil on you. So if you're following along, okay, so you go like this to soften the muscles, and then you want to go here and up. And I would recommend some channels for you that show you how to do this, you know, better. But you can just YouTube it yourself. I mean, if you're watching this, you're not really doing it for the science of it. We're more like we're just having a fun time. Anyway, I was telling you that story about that old man, the old gentleman person. He was very nice. And the cashier lady, oh goodness gracious, anyway. Cashier lady was super nice. She was wearing a lime green shirt and it was so pretty on her. I stood there for a minute and I'm like, you do realize you're glowing in this shirt, right? And she's like, why, is it an ugly color? I'm like, no, it's like a pure healing color on you and you look like you're glowing. And she smiled so much and she was so happy that someone complimented her. It was almost as if like nobody would compliment her at all. You never know how much something means to somebody. So if you're out and about and you see something pleasant about somebody, say it. If you see something negative, don't say it. Say the opposite to them. So if you see somebody that's like, hunched over or whatever. I don't know, just say nice things to people. Because it's all energy. You want to break that energy up. And I'm really not following any system, so if you're following along with this, I'm basically just doing what my body is innately telling me to do. And according to a few others, if you're massaging your skin and you feel these like weird bubbly rocks under there, you want to like get rid of them. You want to get really kind of hard. Excuse me. Like you want to push harder on your skin. Do you know that if you start laser hair removal in your 30s like I did, while you have, oh, don't massage down like I just did, sorry. If you start in your 30s or whenever you have facial hair that's white, do you know that the white facial hair will stay and the darker facial hair will fade away? So if I let my facial hair grow out, because I haven't finished electrolysis yet because it hurts like an effing bee, it hurts, okay? You're literally being electrocuted. No thanks. If I don't shave, like if I just let my hair grow out for a few weeks or like a week, I have white. Like all this would be white. It looks kind of cool, honestly. Sorry, there's another one of those little nano gnats. Get out of here. I just found out about them today. Did you know this? Nano gnats? Dude, like what age are we living in? I thought this was a matrix of our own creation, right? Apparently, in the matrix, there's something other crap we've created to keep us. Whatever, I don't even talk about it. It's just annoying to have this thing fly around my head. So if you see it, just ignore it. Don't give it any power. And your neck, don't keep your neck down. And if you're sleeping, don't have your pillow like this, because it'll give you lines. And if you're transgender and you're worried about your Adam's apple, don't be. Mine was way more prominent, and everybody told me that it wouldn't fade away. But if you take your tongue and you use proper tongue posture, which is to have the tip of your tongue behind, if this is the roof of your mouth, your tongue should be like right behind your teeth, connected to the back of your neck. There's some really great YouTube channels that show that as well. So anyway, I was talking about those rocks in your skin. Those little bubbles, I don't know if you can hear that or not. Those little, whatever they are, they stay there and they prevent your muscle tissue and everything else from circulating properly. So you want to break them like really rough. And it might kind of hurt, but as long as you're going up like this, I think it's called a shiatsu massage, honestly. And when you're doing this, don't have any makeup on. I don't own any makeup other than some basic herbal eyeliner and mascara. And I don't use any of it, which I should. And these are contacts, just for whoever's wondering why my irises don't move. I've been attempting to, I've been listening to a subliminal video that helps you change your eye color, which apparently is super possible, right? So I figure when I'm not thinking about stuff and when I'm not creating something and I'm just kind of chilled out, I'd rather give my mind something to focus on. But if you constantly notice that your eye color is different, like not the color you want, your subconscious gets like a, no, your eye color is brown. So I cover it so that I don't know, my brain just kind of tweaks out and says, oh, they're purple already. So we're gonna see, oh geez. That's a lot of goopy olive oil. Okay, this is the most weird video I think I've ever made. Usually I'm talking about something cool or showing you healing sessions or something. This is just, I guess, hang out with me and keep me entertained, and I'll keep you entertained. Oh, the nose shaping video I saw is hilarious. You apparently hold like, there's so many little strands of hair, bro. You hold your nose and you go like really hard, right? I can't do it because I start laughing if I'm doing it staring in the mirror. But it really does work. My nose was super cracked. It looks so weird right now. It was super broken, like to the side. And I've been doing it. And supposedly you can't change the bone. But being on estrogen treatments changes your it changes your everything. And yeah, I don't know how to explain it. If you research estrogen itself and the effects on bones, it makes things stronger, like it densifies them. But in order to do so, it has to open the plates kind of and fill things in there. And while that's happening, you have the perfect opportunity to reshape. Anyway, back to this. So you massage all that stuff and you just kind of get the oil everywhere. You're supposed to stretch out the wrinkles wherever you have them. So you don't want to like stretch them out or whatever. Sorry, that looks weird. So you don't want to move your eyebrows. You're supposed to kind of hold the stuff like your skin. We're just not going to do this. I'm not good at teaching you this stuff. I'm good at being your friend. So I've had a very interesting day today, like I was saying. I went and got some Chinese food, and most of their menu is meat. And I asked very kindly if they could replace the meat with tofu. And she paused for a moment, thought, okay. And I was like, thank you. So I had a nice bowl of General Tso's chicken, but it was General Tso's tofu. And it was delicious. And I had a lovely cup of coffee with my fairy godmother. Oh, and when you're massaging, make certain you massage your ears and the back of your head. Because I found this out today. These things here, your little 11 line and that like whole collection of forehead wrinkles that happens, it's because of this back here. So, you know when you wiggle your ears back, how like this moves? It's back here where the seat of consciousness is in your body. Kind of like the energy goes in there, comes out, whatever. The muscles back there, the nerves, tend to get tight, especially if you have a lot of emotional baggage that you're carrying on your shoulders. And the upper shoulders is about, I think it's in Chinese medicine or whatever, it's the weight of the world you're carrying, like other people's bullshit, which I've done a lot. The lower back is money and the middle back is being emotionally supported. So my entire back has been a mess my entire life. I grew up, no offense to anybody in my family or anybody that I've ever met, but I didn't really receive the support that I needed, which I'm actually grateful for, because it helped me be a really strong person in my life. When we left Iran, where I was born, we left when I was 3, so 1983. And we moved to Germany. Yeah, see, you know when you get jowls when you're older? You don't really wanna, like, that area. That area develops jowls because this area gets weaker and this loses definition. So in order to fix it, there's various different exercises that all are very weird and embarrassing to do on camera. So I'm not gonna embarrass myself more than I already have yet. But you should do them because I've been doing them for maybe like 2 weeks, and honestly, it's really helping. Like a lot. And another one is like you hold your jaw and then you go like just push down on your hand and it strengthens this stuff. I'm just looking for more of those little pop rocks. I don't know if you can hear that. It's so loud. Anyway, we moved to Germany, and from the age of 4 until 12, I would wake up at 7 or 8 in the morning, listen to the radio on an actual radio with an antenna, and look for songs to record. So I sit there and waiting for the proper one and record it while I was having breakfast. And then I would go and play with my neighbor friend. We would play Barbies and Army Men and all these cute little toys we had, but I was always superhero kind of stuff. So instead of playing Barbie, my Barbie was a superhero. And she was on an adventure to find her husband. I've had this story in my mind forever, of the woman looking for her husband through different timelines. And then realizing who she is at the end of it, and she's all like, ooh, wow, doo-doo. It was the most cool story. Anyway, but most of the time I would spend it in a forest preserve that had a statue of Mother Mary next to a statue of Mary Magdalene nearby somewhere else. Or maybe it was the same one. Actually, I think the statue of Mary Magdalene was the one I was sitting at because the statue of Mother Mary was in the church. It was a beautiful statue of a mother, like a bust of this part. And she had the veil on and she was covered in like actual roses around her. And she was put in a little, thing, little house. And I would go there every day, and I would sit there and I would talk to the statue and the fairies that I would see and elementals, and I would just play by myself in the woods for almost 8 years. It was like some of the best times in my life, actually. So whomever is all like, oh, you're a Satan worshiper, get out of here. Get out of here. Can't be no Christian and tell someone like, no, just no. I'm a child of light, and the beings they mention are not of the light. So whatever. So I spent a lot of time in Germany doing that stuff, like spending time with nature and the goddess and the mother and the symbols of Christianity and Christ and all angels and guardians and fairies. And then I was taught by my grandfather all the old ways and the herbalism, and my grandmother taught me all the old superstitions and the old belief systems from the Middle East and all the Far East stuff. I had a very magical childhood. And it breaks my heart how people in this life have been, oh, you're supposed to hold these at some point, because apparently the muscles get tight here And you're supposed to kind of just massage them in little circles. Oh, that looks weird. You see, it's kind of already working. And you just keep doing this every day, a few times a day. Oh, to lift your nose tip, it actually works. You do this, and then you lift it a little bit, and then you do this. Like you're a little bunny. Just make certain you're not squishing your upper lip farther down. So kind of make a duck face. And then pretend you're a bunny. And it really works. Because when it was broken, it was not this, whatever. Okay. You also want to make certain you're not using thick oils around your eyes. Or else you get those little white chicken dots. I don't know if I have any now. No. Thank you very much. Sorry, I keep doing that one eye thing. I'm very sorry. No. I'm just in the corner of my house and my apartment, and it's a very small phone. And if you have smoker's lines, because I used to smoke for 10 years, don't start smoking. It's terrible for you. But if you're going to smoke, ignore what everybody says about it and just be happy and grateful for what you're doing, because eventually you'll stop smoking. So, smoker's lines, apparently you want to squeeze your lips together. I don't know, just Google it. So yeah, let's just chat, I guess. There's so many conspiracy theories out there, bro. So many. It's so much easier looking at the camera reflection than the mirror. The mirror looks so much more... I don't know. Look. Oh, I'm not going to show you. My phone's probably going to fall out of my hand with this grease. Yes, somebody messaged me on YouTube, and they called me a Satanist, Lucifer worshiper. I didn't, I felt so sad. Really? That's what you think of me? Why? I didn't choose to be born this way. I chose to be born male because in my past life I was really fucked with. Excuse my French, or don't. I don't give a flying rat's ass. In my past life, a lot of terrible things happened to me, and my soul's learning journey, reintegration, was to come into this life as a male. And I can't stand it, honestly. Not only did I enter this world as a hermaphrodite, I was tampered with by the people that this person claimed I work for. My life would have been so much easier if I hadn't been tampered with by those supposed Satanists and whatever else. They really fucked with my life. And I've done my best to remain classy about it, but holy shit. You're basically telling me the person that ruined my life is who I worship. And let me clarify something for you now. The only being I worship is inside of me, and it is of the light. And it has no name because you can't name something that unfathomable. The infinite creator, Mother God, Father God. Even calling it God is insulting it. True infinity and eternity cannot be labeled or boxed. So, I mean, really, it's the North Star. What use does any form of darkness have to the North Star? Nothing. Nothing. Your mortal bullshit is irrelevant to me. I am so past the drama of the mortal realm that it's amusing to me. that the first responses one of the first responses I would get would of course be from the haters. And it made me so sad because it showed me just how low the level of consciousness is on this planet. So much work to do. It's really heartbreaking. And then there's these weird videos out on the internet about genderless clothing and babies, and like, that stuff's just creepy. It's just creepy. Like, there's male, female, and hermaphrodite. And then there's transgender, which goes from one to the other. And it's your soul. It's really messed up how we judge people for their journey in life, and I don't consent to it one bit. Especially since when I was born in Iran, and I was born a fully functioning hermaphrodite. The lovely, lovely doctors who work for the you-know-who's over there decided that, firstborn should be male, and that hermaphrodites are a threat. So, not to be too vulgar, but you know what happened. The female part was sewn up. I dealt with PCOS for 36 years of my life, and a bunch of other situations. And to be told that because of how I was born and what was done to me, that I'm part of the enemy. I wish you enlightenment. I wish you your own Lord to stand before you so you can say these things to your Lord's face. Because it's insulting. Anyway. I mean, Eve of Sophia, dude. Eve. Adam and Eve. Eve as in the Eve before, like Christmas Eve. Or like my middle name. Eve of wisdom, Eve of the mother, Sophia, the planet Earth, wisdom and intellect, whatever. It just really messed with me today. And I didn't know how to respond to it, thinking, do I say something back? Do I say nothing? So I just deleted the comment. And I apologize for deleting the comment, but geez, I don't want that stuff. If you're gonna come to me with bullshit propaganda, get a shovel and dig your bullshit out and go. Because I'm not even gonna ever again entertain somebody saying I'm a Satanist or a Luciferian, because you guys don't even know who they are at all. You have no idea who those beings are other than what's happened on your TV screen. Ugh. I'm not getting into it. This is just residual energy that's been stuck in me, and massaging it out is bringing it out. I mean, really? Really? Wouldn't I have furniture if I was part of them? Wouldn't I have better teeth? Wouldn't I already have 3 vaginas installed? Or $1 million in my own jet? Wouldn't I have less trauma in my life? Oh, God. I've been messed with so much in my life. To say things like that to me is just insulting, but I comprehend why you would think that, because the world has been messed with a lot. And you guys are just afraid. And it's okay. I guess I'm here to show you that what they're doing and saying is complete bullshit. Because I'm a normal freaking person, yo. And I truly, firmly believe and know of the existence of Christ consciousness. I know of the Great Mother. And in past lives I have, and I don't want to get too woo-woo-y, but I've walked with people of that caliber. And I will not name names, but I will tell you to go look in the Nag Hammadi scriptures. Because I'm from a really interesting bloodline, and I don't want to get into it. My family is really old. And we're part of the neutral bunch. Not good or bad, because fighting anything is pointless. You heal things. You shine light upon things. You don't fight. You don't condemn. You don't point the finger. You don't use your mouth to speak ill. You love your neighbor as yourself. You don't kill. You don't steal. You don't betray. You don't cheat on your partners. You don't become violent whatsoever. You don't drink alcohol because it's the spirit of a living thing, pickled, fermented, and left to rot. And then you drink it. You're basically drinking an entity. That's what it is. I'm sorry. You don't eat meat because you're eating that animal, and the last thought it thought while it died goes inside you. Excuse me. That was tofu that I just ate. And the last thought it had was delicious. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I should really stop cutting my hair. What else can we chat about? Do you know you can put butter in your coffee? And they call it bulletproof coffee. I just buy some like grass-fed butter, like from grass-fed cows. And I put a little bit in there, or you can put some coconut oil. And oh, I just got goosebumps. Man, I have gotten laser hair removal so many times over the last year. Go away. Shoo, Mr. Hair. Shoo. Shoo. I'm weird. What do you want? I mean, neither male nor female, and a little bit of both. So I've been watching a lot of videos about transgender people. They're so adorable. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean, there are so many brave people in the world showing pictures of their before and after surgery down there, like flashing their boobs, talking about everything and how their recovery went. And man, it's amazing. And I don't know if I'm gonna get surgery. I'm going to the doctor next week to get a possible referral for surgery. But I'm fairly certain that stuff already exists down there. They just have to kind of fix it. And if not, then I have a lot of contemplating to do. Because I enjoy my nether regions, even though I have been celibate for over a year. Prior to that, I was in a 6-year marriage. Prior to that, I was single for 6 months, and prior to that, I was with a very nice gentleman, an Aquarius, who was really, really out there in terms of like computer games and what he knew, and he had entities that really bothered him, and I helped him a lot with that. I actually, you know, shamans have this ability to draw, you know how like you can draw poison out? Some people called shamans mostly have the ability to draw entities out. Well, I didn't know really that that's one of the things I can do. I always knew I could help heal people or allow their bodies to heal. But being with him and being intimate with him, I had pulled in that entity from him. Shoot. Oh no. Shoot. Shoot. I think that was a hair. That was weird. Weird. I'm not gonna give it any words. You know what I just saw. Anyway. So yeah, entities, bro. They're real. I was dreaming this morning, like 39 minutes How is this phone still recording at 39 minutes? That can't be right. Are you still watching this? Are you this bored? Do you want to be friends? Anyway, I had a weird dream where these things were trying to get in, and they weren't. I don't want to get into it. It was a bad dream and I don't want to repeat it. But the light was there. The light took shape and helped. And by the way, I really would like to undo some symbolism bullshit. The one eye was originally the eye of God. The pyramid is a stable foundation. How are you back? Like, it's right here, dude. Like, I've smashed this little thing, and it just flew off. There's so much symbolism that has been distorted over time. Even the Ankh. It wasn't just beginning with Egypt. The Ankh was what the original cross was. And it was looped at the top of it because the energy isn't supposed to go just up, down, left, right. It's supposed to go like a crown, a halo. So yeah, I totally get that there's a lot of bad stuff in the world. But you don't need to bring that here. I don't know if I'm going to post this video. This is like a bunch of pointless rambling while you're watching me massage my face. Do you want this video? Like, I don't know. I think I'm done. My face is like slippery. Do you know why my teeth are like that? It's not because of hygiene. I'm actually very hygienic and very OCD kind of about how much I take care of my body. I was going to get laser hair removal, and the douchebag was a homophobe, and he saw that I had breasts while I had facial hair, and jacked up the machine to its highest setting and blasted my face like repeatedly, like no stopping. And then I was like, could you hold on a minute? This kind of hurts. He's like, what's wrong, son? I'm like, you fucking jerk. Except I didn't say that. But he wouldn't stop while I was talking. He was blasting my teeth. I kid you not. And I wish all the negativity away from you in your life, because stuff like that is terrible. And when I went to a dentist to get it fixed, the dentist was also homophobe, or a transphobe, whatever you want to call it, a douchebag basically. And he broke the middle, like, he broke them. Like, literally, he was supposed to work on the tooth on this side, which has a filling in it from a root canal that they never crowned. And instead of working on that one, I felt him working on these, and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, I'm just attempting to put a divider or something, a split in there to like get to these without messing with them. And I thought, well, that's weird. And then I felt my teeth go crack, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. What are you doing? And then his assistant was like, oh, just hold on 1 second. And it hurt so bad through the Novocaine, I jumped out of my seat, hit my head on the mirror, on the lamp. And I was all like, what are you doing to me? And he's like, oh, I just had to check if I could put something in there, but I can't. I'll just work around it. And I'm like, I'm out. Thanks. Mouth half full of Novocaine, dental work half done. The dude was not nice. I tried to file a report on them, and nobody would take the report. Who's surprised? So please don't come to my channel and say that I'm so and so or that and that, because you don't know the trauma I've experienced, and it's insulting to have to defend myself. Easy as that. or? I think you've seen enough of my face today, huh? There's my hair clip. Get over here. Sorry. I've been looking for this thing all day. Hold on a minute. You know, sometimes I miss having short hair. It's so mind-boggling to me. Sometimes I see myself and I'm like, what's happening to my face? You want to make weird faces together? All right, yeah. Awesome YouTubers making cool content about being transgender. Maybe one day I can join them. But I'd probably have to show you my boobs, and I'd probably have to stand up in front of the camera. You know, let's face our fears. See? I'm like super tiny and super duper tall. And it's mind-boggling to me. I was supposed to change, like, you know how they say, oh, my body changed and this and that. I've always had this, like, weird hourglass figure, which made growing up as a Middle Eastern gay man really interesting. Especially with parents who are, like, legit Middle Eastern looking. Grown up in Iran and Germany, and then moving to the US at the age of 11 or 12. Yeah. And then having to deal with ghosts and entities and parasites and programs and all sorts of bullshit. And this country, this world needs a giant enema, I swear to God. You guys are giving me a syndrome about this whole one eye thing, man. It's the eye of God, like the third eye. Whatever. Let the weirdos weird themselves out so much that they disappear from this planet, because I really don't like them. And if they're doing such creepy things in the world, they can just go F themselves, which they probably already do. Sorry, unconditional love and acceptance and forgiveness for all. Just don't drag me into your drama, man. I'm busy trying to... I'm busy. I'm a busy lady. Oh, I should really massage these things because they kind of hurt. I think they're growing again. And I don't think I'm going to exercise them to be smaller. Will you just give up, fruit fly? Okay, you think I've weirded enough people out today? You know, so I could just train this to stay like this. Wait, I think it would be better. Like, it would look more attractive, right? And I gotta do that jowl exercise because estrogen increases your layers of fat, which means if you don't strengthen this, it goes down there and then you go, which isn't attractive one bit. Okay, my face is officially like smushy feeling, which means now I gotta go do the exercises. If you're watching, kudos, man. Kudos, because this has been kind of ridiculous. Jesus. This stuff is amazing, by the way. Petroleum jelly, non-GMO, paraben-free, blah, blah, blah. It's like really, really, really smoothing and like helpful. I don't use it on my face, but the other, like, it's good for breast tissue, your back, your knees, your elbows, your knuckles. Well, let's see. You know, when you're on the planet for as long as I've been, I kind of feel like a mom to everybody. I don't feel like I'm supposed to battle anything or teach you anything. It just doesn't feel right. It kind of feels like I'm supposed to pick up a a bow and arrow and we can like build an Amazon tribe together. I don't know. I want to do cool shit. I don't want to regurgitate the same information to you that's already out there with people doing it better than I've done it or that I could do it. It's just not my calling to be that person. I mean, I don't even know how to do makeup properly, so I don't know how to be a girl. I don't know how to be a boy. I don't know how to not be a dork. And I'm so like, why, how much longer is this gonna take to heal? It's been like 2 years since the stroke. Can you just, or the seizure, just come back to the nerves, you know? Yeah, just, there we go. Why do I gotta make that face to get that muscle to work? My jawline looks good though. Ooh, another bubble rock. Oh yeah, don't stretch your lower lip, upper lip. You want this to be as short as possible because otherwise you look older. 52 minutes of absolutely no chitter chat and like bullshit talking. I guess it hasn't been BS. We've been talking about important things, right? That was weird. That tickled. Why did that tickle? Do it again. So squishy. Yeah. This is like the most pointless video on the internet right now, man. Hey there, little lady. I've heard so many weird people today. Oh look, I couldn't show you in the other video. All white. All of it. I just dyed this a little bit earlier. I think I'm gonna let it grow out. Probably look like the palest Storm from X-Men you've ever seen. And I'll walk around saying really cool things like she does. You know, my hair doesn't look bad actually. I'm not high, I swear, I don't have any weed. I don't. I stopped smoking like a while ago because I started being told online, well, I was coming across the stuff online that said that some of it is genetically modified now, which is why it's like legal or whatever. Whatever. Sorry for the burp. Not really. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to teach you or what I'm going to do, but I don't think I'm supposed to teach you anything. Y'all feel like my kids. And not in a, you know, weird way. I think I'm just supposed to kind of guide you through this bullshit world. Or the bullshit in the world, to get you to see the actual world underneath the bullshit. You know how Sophia put a veil on the world? The veil of Isis or the veil of whatever. Some of us can see past it. And I think I'm supposed to tell you what I see past it. And honestly, everything here that I've seen so far, just in this incarnation, oh, babes. If you would just not believe anything this world has told you, at all, the only thing that you need to focus on are the 7 Hermetic principles, the 12 laws of the universe, the 42 laws of Ma'at, and your own conscience within you, which is the voice of God. And if you're hearing voices in your head, or if your emotions are constantly manipulating you, remember one very important thing. Food messes with your emotions, TV messes with your thoughts, other people's opinions mess with your thoughts, and alcohol messes with you, and drugs of any kind, other than medical, but they mess with you too sometimes, but probably in a beneficial way. That was a hiccup and a burp. I had a car, a red Chevy Cavalier. When I would drive it, it would hiccup, and then like the sound of gas would come out of it because the fuel pump was messed up. So I called the car Hiccup Burp. Trademark. Yeah, so I don't know, 57 minutes. Why am I still talking to you? I really love you. And I'm like super comfortable with you guys. I don't even know, like, whatever. I want a puppy. I think I need a puppy. Maybe a husky. Okay. So, I'm gonna give you some homework. Research face yoga and tongue posture and make your own, like, research on how to make your own subliminal videos, so you can, like, we can go on a journey together. Because I'm going to do some teeth healing after, especially with the help of a normal dentist, not a douchebag. And I have a doctor's appointment next week to get referrals for surgeries. So I will keep you up to date on what I decide to do, because I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know, it's weird. I don't even want to show you. It's so weird and unladylike for me to do something like that. My grandpa would be like, put like, I try to run things past my grandpa because I feel him around a lot. And if like, I can just hear him, like, in my mind, my heart. He was a firecracker, you guys. Anyway, but I want to stop this video before it gets to 60 minutes because it's been a lot of rambling. And, whatever. Should I, like, not wear something that's, like, t-shirty like this? Don't girls do, like, cute things and they're all like, ooh, I'm so cute, you know? Maybe I should be more feminine. Astrologically, I have so many planets and all the masculine planets. Except, whatever. Whatever. It's just me. I don't pretend to be anybody else, I guess. Why bother? I mean, if you were me, would you pretend to be anybody else? Because I'm pretty freaking weird. I would pretend to be someone else for a while. There it goes again. Get back down there. Ooh, maybe we should play with makeup next time, and you can tell me in the comments how badly I messed up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going in life. All I know is I have been put here on this earth to get you guys to help you guys remember yourselves, and for me to remember myself properly. Because rest assured, I wasn't the nicest person in my past lives. I don't think so, at least. Whatever. Sinners and saints, huh? Angels and fallen angels. Which fallen angel were you? I'll tell you my secret if you tell me yours. If I tell you mine, half the Bible thumpers would probably implode, which might not be a bad thing. I have respect for the Bible, just the original Bible, not the one written by kings who took over the monasteries and ripped the books apart and wrote them themselves. Yeah, I know. Dude, I look like a girl. I've only been on hormones a year and a half. Well, honestly, I've only been on an actual dosage of hormones for 5 months. Prior to that, it was very low dosage and constantly tampered with. So, there's a show on Netflix called Kimmy Schmidt. It came out right when I started transitioning, I think. And there's a line right in the opening. This is going to be a fascinating transition. Like, you don't know. You just don't know. So, am I supposed to, like, squeeze these when I speak to you? Because I have a deviated septum. I'm not gonna... I have a deviated septum right here. Like, I can't, look. See? I can't really breathe through this side, which makes it difficult to do anything, really. Okay, no, seriously, classy, class. God, if my ex is watching this. Why did I send them the link? Why the fuck did I send them the link? Oh shit. The reality of the internet just kicked in. Welcome. I just realized I'm being watched by the world. I don't give a fuck. So, I'm almost technically 40. I don't know what I'm supposed to take care of. What do we do? It's an hour and 4 minutes now. If I stop the video, then I gotta go wash my coffee cup and pour some tea. And I will start doing tarot readings for you. Hold on. Look it. I have a bunch of tarot cards. This one's called the Dilemma on how to pronounce Dilemma Tarot. My favorite one, which isn't a tarot, the Fairy Oracle. This was given to me by a beautiful friend 20 some years ago. When were you printed? So I'm not lying. Because I can't lie. I genuinely am unable to lie. So whoever's ever said something bad about me that I lied, you're fucking lying, because I can't lie. Because my grandfather slapped the shit out of me once when I lied. Oh, I used to get hit all the time. I've been around very violent people growing up. Abusers, narcissists, rapists, all sorts of horrible people. So, horrible. And I wish them all love on their journey in life, and I have completely removed myself from all of it the second I could. Which is why I'm here in this apartment doing nothing but making ridiculous videos for you. Because if I was to communicate with a majority of people that I've known, like no, just no. You know when you're the good person in the group and everybody lies about you and makes up bullshit about you to make themselves feel better? I was the good person. And I spent a good 30 years of my life believing the bullshit they told me about. I didn't lie. Copyright 2000. It's been almost 20 years since I got this. See? I don't lie. So, I spent a long time being influenced by other people and how they thought of me when they were just lying to me to make themselves feel better. I don't want to do a reading for you now, but I guess I can do a really quick one. Oh. Okay, hold on. We're gonna use Arcan. Oh, look at this. This was weird. I was looking through this, and I don't even know where this magazine came from. Oh, I think it was my parents' house. Hi, Mom. And the name I used to go by for a very long time, because my birth name, like, I'll tell you, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm sharing all this absurdity. Oh, that feels actually better than having that there. The name I used to go by was Roma, R-O-M-A, the Wanderer, the Gypsy. And I was flipping through this, and look, okay, you get to look with me. Page 1, your home, your way. I moved into this place 3 days after I saw this. Okay? Page 1, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Page 2, cute couches. I don't have couches, so we're just gonna pretend those are my couches. Page 3, what the fuck? Why is my name in this magazine? Next to this lovely Asian woman. Am I secretly an Asian woman? Is this like Psylocke 2.0? The weirdest part, I have that mirror in my parents' house. I gifted it to them years ago. Why? It says tip, choose wallpaper in a bold color or pattern to create a dramatic backdrop to your room. I think I'm dramatic enough already, thank you. And then the funniest part. Wait, where is it? Jeez. Here, look, just look. Dual power. Male and female. Masculine and feminine. The universe is always talking to us, you guys. Okay. So I guess we're just going to do a quick I don't know, 1 or 2 cards as a, I don't know, like, something that would help you the most on your journey on this day, from this day forward. Nothing about your past, nothing about anything. I don't want to know about any of that. Just from right now, moving into whenever. So whenever you're watching this, it will apply to you. Please and thank you, angels, guides, fairies, elementals, Mother God, Father God, and sacred space. Please, the most helpful, beneficial advice to all watching at any time in their life journey. There's one. 8 of Cups. Okay, so you're leaving the emotional baggage behind, the BS of confusion, and you're moving forward with an open heart. Look at that moon. Oh, cool. Look at the light from my little lamp that's reflecting. It kind of looks like a heart. Huh? Good things are coming to you guys. Just leave the negativity behind. You've had everything in your life up to this point given to you, and leave the drama behind. Not with anybody in your life, but with actual you. Like whatever it is you have within yourself that has kept you thinking you're not worthy. Walk away from it. And this is the card that came up next, the 6 of Cups. And she's sitting on a lily, which goes back to the whole lily of the valley thing. And normally in most traditions this is a soulmate relationship kind of card, but just look at it. What do you feel? She seems, sorry, there's one there. She seems very content. Ugh, I can't hold this without like having it here. She seems very content and happy and nope. and at peace with herself. So all those cups are full of different things. It's like the 7 of Cups, but they're full of gold. All the stuff in them is golden. Is it focused? Kind of. Oh, no. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles. So if at this moment in time, wherever you are, whatever drama you have going on from either 8 other people in your life or the last 8 days, let's just keep it simple, whatever's been on your mind that's been making you cover yourself in an emotional you know when you wear something really warm and comfy and you're like, I'm not going to deal with anything, I'm just going to keep this on myself and avoid everybody until this feeling goes away. Don't do that. Leave all of the bullshit behind and go live your life with an open heart, regardless of what's going on. Because as soon as you accept yourself for who you are and leave the drama behind and everything else that everybody's told you, the burden gets lessened upon you and the dark turns to light. The immaturity and the chaos that's down here becomes wisdom and enlightenment. The night sky turns into a golden twilight, and the veil you were wearing, the shawl you were wearing to comfort yourself, you take it off and you become comfortable in who you are. And the only thing that's asked of you is return the waters of your emotions back to the source. Whatever problems you have in your life, give it to God. Whatever your God is, just give it to them. So if you have issues, if you have boyfriend trouble, or you're this or that or whatever, for just like 8 minutes a day, surrender it. And pretend to feel like what it, well, feel like what it would be to just be at peace. You can't attract a lover, you can't attract a husband or anything, or even a friend, if you're sitting there turning your back on emotions. If you're sitting there covering yourself in blankets and hiding under 8 different cups of booze or bullshit or tricks or, you know, things, you're not going to find what's really important to you. You get what's really important to you by giving up what isn't important to you. And you already want to do that. So wherever you are in your life, if there's stuff going on that you're just not happy with, if there's toxic people in your life, if there's, you know, heartbreak and disappointment, and you're thinking about leaving people and breaking up with people, just don't. Take a minute with yourself. There's a video I have on there with a candle. Just click that and watch it for a few minutes. And just remember what it was like when you were a kid. You know how in the Six of Cups in the traditional tarot, it's a little child and a slightly older child that is offering a cup to that other child? And oh, it goes back to what I was telling you about my Germany story. Do you remember what it felt like to be a kid when you were 6 or 7? How innocent you were, how much you enjoyed making friends, how your parents' problems seemed absurd to you, that people would deal with so much drama. For like a few minutes a day, just put everything aside and just pretend you're a kid. Let your heart sing. If you truly follow the Christ path, if you follow any path, whatever it is, even your own, do you really think you're going to make it on that path, constantly leaving behind every cup you get? If you're in toxic situations, they're toxic because there hasn't been love there. So maybe, just maybe, instead of spilling those 8 cups and walking away, you actually can heal the water in those 8 cups. You can purify them. I mean, we have water filters. Why wouldn't you be able to purify water? Just get a triple reverse osmosis water filter. They're like $100. I'm getting one for myself for my birthday next week. It's my birthday next week! Shit. I'm gonna be 1,000 years old. I think I'm gonna be 38 in human terms. In Matrix terms, I'm gonna be 24 hours old. And in earthen terms, your body doesn't age except for 28 days at a time. By then, your liver and your entire system regenerates completely. If you firmly believe you're in the Matrix, then you're pretty much 1 day old. Every time you wake up, you're reborn anew. And if you're still stuck in the 3D paradigm, then yeah, I'm going to be 38 years old. Young, sideways, left, right, whatever. There's going to be a 3 and an 8 on my cupcake that I'll buy myself for my birthday. Okay, so yeah, 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Traditional meaning you're leaving something behind and going towards a soulmate. Or you're leaving a soulmate relationship behind. My interpretation of it to you, pause for whatever you're feeling on doing and recenter yourself, because you collected those 8 cups for a reason. And if something has gone sour or moldy or rotten or stagnant in them, it's no one's fault but yours. So the best thing you can do is check yourself, watch what you're doing and saying to people and how you feel. Use the moon, the original Luna, not the Saturn, Matrix, whatever, but actually Grandmother Moon. Talk to her. The moon is also your heart. The sun is your soul. The moon is your heart. The earth is your root. And everything else is the rest of your chakra system. And there's a fake chakra system and a real chakra system. I'm talking about the real original one, your energy system that helps you stay afloat from the abyss so you don't sink into there and get eaten by the Kraken. Not joking. Do not mess with your chakra system. If the fake one's already gone. The real one that's left, it's the frequency of the color coming out of you. You don't want to block off the color coming out of you because that's how you become a narcissist. Narcissists are people who gave their light, their color, their vibrancy to the dark. They can still be healed. You know this. Toxic water can be cleansed. So if you're dealing with an Eight of Cups situation with people that you want to leave behind, or a belief system in yourself, or whatever just take a minute and recenter, realign yourself, your mental, emotional, etheric, auric, like your aura, your shadow, your pain body. Integrate all of them, acknowledge all of them. Because the Six of Cups is very, very special, and the Eight of Cups has Six of Cups in there and then Two of Cups on top of it, which means the decision to leave something behind is a very heavy one on you. And before you make a decision that your future self may regret. Have mercy on yourself. Because sometimes those cards really, they could be telling you what not to do. So if you're walking away from something, realize that there's always hope. There's always hope. Alan Watts said it's the thing that no one's figured out how to kill. Hope. So I grew up always knowing that the light in others is eternal and undimmable. It may be hidden behind walls and doors and such, but the light is still there. So the Eight of Cups, Six of Cups. I'm getting so deep into this, and I really don't mean to, but it's like somebody out there needs to hear it. Don't make any decisions when your mind, your heart, your body are in turmoil. How many times has my hair gotten a boner? Look at that. Oh, now you're gonna go that way. Well, fine, stay that way. I'm gonna go. I think I've taken up enough of both of our times, and I hope you enjoyed this. I did. This is fun. Okay, I have no idea what I'm gonna name this, or if I'm gonna post this or not. But advice from the tarot, like regarding the tarot, and in general life advice for you. If you love someone, tell them. If you feel sad, there is a reason why, and it's not always because you need to let go of something. We're being taught in the society a lot that we should let go of everything, and it breaks our hearts. So before you let go, before you move towards something or away from something, make certain that it actually brings happiness within you. That what you're doing makes you feel like a little kid again. That the person you're going to makes you laugh like you were a little kid. That you feel at home. And I have a video on here about that feeling of home. When I was with my twin flame, my divine mate, my sacred counterpart. He was my feeling of home. I don't need to be with anybody else. I've already had the best with him. And I'm completely okay by myself. I could just use a puppy. Alright, I'm gonna go. And please watch that meditation video. It's very simple. All you gotta do is breathe. And good things are coming for you. The Six of Cups is a beautiful card. And it really states that it's already right in front of you. So, thank you for saying something nice. My right ear just itched. Left ear is someone's talking bad about you. Right ear is someone's talking good about you. Or your ears are just itchy. Okay, I'm gonna go and this is what's been my light source. Isn't it cute? Anyway, alright. I'm so shiny. I keep looking at the shininess. I'm like, dude, you're like shiny. And then I forgot. Yeah, because an hour and a half ago I started massaging my face. And then we turned into chatty Cathy's over here. I love you. Please, please, please take 5 or 10 minutes a day before you make any decisions. Talk to your inner child. Talk to your future self. And center yourself in the present moment. It's not all about the past. It's not all about the future. And it sure as F isn't all about the now. We have to take the past and the future in consideration when we make choices in the now. That's what maturity teaches you. I guess I'm a little child of Sophia after all, huh? Hence the Eve of Sophia. Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you unconditionally and I wish you the best for your journey, and may all your lessons be as graceful and gentle as a butterfly's wings. I adore you. Be well.